StampingNotes.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I love to share paper crafting and card making. I'm so glad you stopped by today. The card I have to share today is for a man. It's a birthday card, and it's a trifold. Isn't it beautiful? It has a beautiful deer, and you open it, it says awesome at any age and happy birthday. So the paper, the beautiful designer series paper I'm using today is the new Forever Greenery. It will be released Wednesday, June 3rd. But look at this paper. It's just gorgeous. Front and back. And of course, as always, with all of our paper, look at these ferns. All of the coordinating colors are listed on the back of the paper. So you know what ink to use and what will match with it. And I love that. Isn't that beautiful? Here's one with some little berries in it. So you'll be able to order this soon. But today I'm using this piece here. It's got like pretty peacock shades in it and old olive, pear pizzazz. There's a little bit of black or navy here. It's just so pretty. So let us get started. And what's really neat about this is you get to use up all that designer series paper you're hoarding with this style of a card. And I know because I do the same thing. So you can see that the base of our card mainly is our designer series paper. And we have one piece of cardstock as a base. This is 5.5 by 4 1/4, and this is pretty peacock. And our designer series paper, the length of that is 11 3/4, and the width is 5 1/4 inches. It's going to be scored at 1 3/4, 1 3/4, 4 3/4, and 7 3/4. And I don't want to score this again because the paper may rip. So I'm just going to fold it like this. And I first saw this card design on PattyStamps.com with Patty Bennett. She did a floral card, but I decided to do this for a man. But what a great way to use up your designer series paper. And you can do it like I glued down this flap here, this first flap, but you don't have to. You could leave that open. You could even make it like this and make this a gift card holder. So really, or put your gift card down here and your sentiment up here. So it's a really great design to have on hand. The other pieces that we need, so, well, let me review. We've got this pretty peacock is 5.5 by 4 1/4. We need one piece of whisper white that's 5 1/4 by 4. You need 2 pieces of scrap whisper white to die cut these shapes from. And you need some scrap pieces of Mossy Meadow and Pear Pizzaz. And that's what you need for the paper. So the dies I'm going to use today are, there's one die from the Painted Labels dies, and that's this large one right here. Now, if you don't have a die cutting machine, you could just cut a rectangle. It's about 3 1/4 by 2, and you could use that on the front instead of die cutting. And I used the beautiful leaf that's in the Nature's Thoughts dies. That's this leaf right here. I love these dies. Here's the back, except I don't have the rectangle cut out, but the rectangle has a beautiful little dotted border around the frame. So I used the leaf to cut the leaves from that set. And I've already pre-cut that just to save time because I want to show you a few stamping things. One is masking. So we're going to start with our stamping, and we need to stamp the deer. And I forgot to tell you the stamp sets we're using. We're using Nature's Beauty, which is this one right here, and this is carrying over into the new catalog. And we are also using the greetings from Itty Bitty Birthdays. And if you don't have this, this is a great investment. I love the greetings on this. We're going to use Awesome at Any Age and Happy Birthday. So the ink I'm using is soft suede for the deer. And I am just going to, I've inked my stamp up. I'm going to set it on there like that and give it a good press. Now you could color that in. I am not going to take time to do that today because I want to show you some masking. So in order to, what I'm talking about is, you can see on this card here, I've stamped the grass, but it's not on the deer. So what we're going to do is, I have pre-stamped another deer and cut him out, or her out, I believe it's a doe. And we're going to lay that over what I've already stamped. It's going to protect it when we stamp the grass. Okay, so this is the mask I've made to lay over the deer, and I'm just going to set it on here because I don't have a lot of stamping to do. I'm not going to put a glue dot under there to hold it. Usually I might put a glue dot and make it so it's not very sticky, and just so it's stick on there a little bit, but I'm not going to bother with that. I'm going to take my grass and just go like this, still holding that down. Maybe a little over like that. Need a little bit right there. Okay, so when we take our deer up, voila, we don't have any grass on the deer itself. So that's how to do the masking. All right, I am going to also do the stamping on the other, for the fox, the other little rectangle piece. This one right here has a fox. And again, you could color him in. I did not color him in. I just wanted it left kind of like an etching. Okay, here's our other piece we're going to use for the fox. And I'm going to stamp Awesome at Any Age at the bottom. And I'm using Garden Green for that. Then I'm going to stamp the fox, and I don't think I said, I'm stamping the fox and the deer in soft suede, which is a nice dark brown. Okay, there's our fox. So we have the deer, we have the fox. First thing we're going to do is put this deer on here, and actually I'm going to add a little glue to this and adhere the flap. And we just need a very tiny little bit of thin glue. Okay, we have a thin amount of glue there. Increase that. Now I'm going to add the deer. You could pop him up with dimensionals, but because I'm putting leaves over the edge, I'm not going to do that. And again, just a thin layer of your glue. We'll put him on there like that. And it looks straight. I'm going to move my ink before I get my hand in it. All right, now the leaves. So I'm going to use the Pear Pizzaz leaf. I'm going to put it like right there. And I'm going to put the gold leaf in the middle, and I forgot to mention, I've used a piece of the Gold Foil Designer Series paper. We'll pop that up a little farther. And we need the or the Mossy Meadow is the last layer here, like that. I think that's so pretty. I really like that a lot. I'm going to take our linen thread, and I usually do a double bow with this. So I'll fold it in half. And tie a bow. And pull those like that. Trim my ends. And I'm going to take a glue dot and stick that bow on the bottom of those leaves. Looks like I need to get rid of some of that paper. I'm going to put it right about there. All right. So now we're going to adhere the fox right here. Yes, you can see I'm reusing cardstock. That stamped a little bit crooked. And now we're going to add our inside piece. And I told you the wrong size on this. It's 5 by 3 3/4. I think I had said 5 1/4 by 4, and it isn't. It's 5 by 3 3/4. So we'll add a little glue to this. Like that. The one important thing we have left to do is to adhere this to our cardstock base, and this is 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. That is the Just Jade color, which I love. Isn't this a great design to use, and to use up all that designer series paper that you've got sitting around? I know I have a lot. I kind of like to hang on to it at first because it's so pretty, but we're kind of missing the point in doing that. There, and that gives that deep color in the background. A gem might be nice there. And then I also stamped the deer on the envelope here, which makes it really nice. So that'll be a nice birthday card. And the other thing is, you can see I should have brought this down a little bit to match this one, and I didn't think about it. So I wanted to point that out to you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and ring the bell so you get the notifications for my next video. Have a great day. Bye.